Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, if you guys please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys leave a comment down below, I don't care what it is, super helps the channel out. We are growing with subscribers pretty rapidly now. Like I said in the last couple vlogs, it took me about a year to hit 100 subscribers, and in the last about 2.5 months, I'm almost at 200 subscribers, so I really appreciate all you guys subscribing. This channel is for you guys, not me. I'm hoping you guys can get something out of it, and if not, just enjoy some of the cars, some of the builds, some of the car runs, car meets, events, cruises that we're gonna be doing this summer. I'll be doing a lot more how-tos and DIYs as time goes on. I'm gonna get better with editing, better with filming, better with talking in front of the camera. This will become easier and easier for me, so the content will keep getting better. So appreciate all you guys for subscribing and watching the videos. It's Thursday morning. It's vlog number 4 of the week. If you guys are lucky, you guys will probably even get a number 5 vlog tomorrow, just so I can show you guys the 2021 Ford Transit 250 complete. Anyways, we are back in the shop bright and early. Last night I had to stay a little bit late. I got a little bit distracted yesterday. I had a couple errands to run, so I was able to get the bodywork complete on the rear quarter panel here. So today I'm going to be blocking out this high build primer. I'm going to be using masking tape to mark out my body lines, so I can make sure I can keep the line defined as I block sand. Once the primer spot is ready, I'm going to go ahead and prep the blend area, which is out here. So we're going to be stepping out with our color, our white color. We're going to do a white epoxy, and then after that we're going to get our white base coat. We're going to step out, we're going to kind of blend up into this roll right here, and then we're going to be re-clearing the whole entire panel. Now if you look, you can see I have the panel outlined right here. This is a lot of square footage here. I'm going to be just re-clear coating what you see here, and I'm going to hide my line here and up here. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to use what's called a feather tape. I have a machine that dispenses tape and it folds the edge over, so it leaves like a little area that's lifted. I'll show you guys here in a second. And what that's going to do is allow for paint to blow in just enough up over this roll to leave a real soft edge, not a hard line like what you would see now if you painted this. And then I'm going to have it kind of overly sanded and scuffed up there so it bonds well. And then I'm going to take my mini snap-on mini buffer, and I'm going to go ahead and use some cutting compound. I'm going to buff this little roll area real good, so by the time I'm done, you probably won't even see the edge at all. When I'm done with this vehicle, it actually is going to go out and get vinyl decals and stuff for the company with the company name on it. So, and up here as well, I'm going to kind of overly sand up here, and then I'm going to go ahead and use, when I stop my clear, I'm going to have some paper kind of back folded kind of like this, and I'm going to throw my clear under there so it doesn't leave a hard edge. And then I have a melting agent that's going to shoot some melting agent material, which is basically like a real slow reducer out of a can, and it's going to kind of melt my fresh clear coat into the old clear coat. And it doesn't make things perfect, but it makes it acceptable, so it makes it as close as possible. Anyways, after that, tomorrow I will be buffing those areas. So if you can look at the panel from back here, you can see that that is a lot of clear coat and a lot of work for just that little area of repair. So no need to spend money and do that much clear coating. So luckily there's a lot of body lines on this vehicle. It is a fleet vehicle. It is going to get wrapped, so this is perfectly acceptable. This is done all the time. I'm going to show you guys the materials I'll use. We also, yesterday I took the wheel liner out of the box. I've already been using the old wheel liner that has broken tabs to make sure that everything's lining up good. So everything's lining up good. I took the wheel liner out of the box yesterday, and thank God I did, because it is the right side. So I called Ford, and luckily they just have one down south of the warehouse right now for the left side, and it'll be here this morning. So I'm gonna go pick that up today. So I do have to leave the shop again. Leaving the shop is very difficult. It eats up a lot of time and really puts kind of like a dent in the day. But anyways, you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta get this thing prepped, masked and painted today, and then tomorrow we can unmask it, buff out our areas, do any wet sanding and polishing that we needed to do, get our wheel liner installed, get this thing cleaned off, and get it delivered by the end of the day tomorrow. So I'm going to show you guys first the feather tape that I use. So this is called a Easy Edger. It's patented from Hostar, and it's, you can find this at easyedger.com. It clamps on to pretty much any paper masking tree. It is adjustable. You feed the tape through here. It's got your adjustments. You can turn this dial. I have it set at 5. You can do it left or right side. These springs lift up like that, and they snap into place, keep tension on the tape. And anyways, when you pull the tape out and dispense it, it rolls the edge. Now you can change the look and the size of that width of how much it's rolled to either less or more by adjusting this dial. So what we're gonna do with that is we're gonna be, when we mask this thing off, of course this tape won't be there. Just a second, guys. I'm gonna kind of have it on the edge like that. So that way, when I'm clear coating, I'll come with my final pass right here, and enough clear coat will just blow under just enough. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys on this body line, just as an example for now. Now you can see our clear coat will blow in just enough to leave a real soft edge that we can come back with our mini buffer and buff off the edge of the paint and create a soft transition. So anyways, feather tape, that's what they call it. You can even do this by rolling it on your thigh. I do that all the time, but having the dispenser really helps. I use that technique inside door jams, anything like that. All door jams, we use feather tape. So I also have a lineup of products here. You can see here, this is our blending agent, number 9 from U-Pull. Part number is UP0874. This is a fade out reducer. Now what this is for on my blend area, up here in the small area, up high where it's not viewable, I'm gonna be overly sanding. I'm gonna have some paper protecting the area. And when I come up, I'm gonna clear coat. And I'm gonna kind of stop my clear coat. I'm gonna pull my paper. And then I'm gonna grab this, and a little goes a long way. If you use too much of this, it will run. I'm just gonna kind of a quick couple shots. And what that does is kind of melt the fresh clear into the old clear, and will create an area where I can kind of machine buff to kind of like smooth it out, smooth the transition out. So there you have it, U-Pull blend number 9, UP0874 fade out reducer. So that is how I'm gonna save a lot of time, money, clear coat, and detailing work, as far as not having to clear that entire panel. Because if I was gonna have to clear that entire panel, I would, I'm 6'3", and I would have to get a step stool or a step ladder inside the spray booth to actually finish clear coating this panel, as well as just, I would have to move it. I mean, that's a big panel, so being able to do this is almost a must. I think a lot of people would be doing this on a fleet vehicle, especially if it was going to be wrapped. So there you have it. Nothing much going on today. Just got to get this done. Let's see here. Inside the booth, we have our bumper finally from the 2016 Ford Fiesta. Really nice looking bumper. I do have a little mark I got to fix before we paint it, but bumper looks good. So next week we'll be getting the Ford Fiesta back in. I'm actually hoping that tomorrow I can get this Ford Transit 250 out of here quickly so I can hop on the Ford Fiesta and get it prepped out by the end of the day. That way it leaves me all day Monday to paint it, so Mikey can come in Tuesday and assemble it. So here's our old Fiesta bumper. We got to get the grills out and all that good stuff to get it ready to go in the new bumper. Honda's looking fresh in here. Loving it. Our Mustang is still in the shop, guys. We do have our rear shocks installed. We do have our lowering spring installed. Underneath the front, we have our new struts with our new lowering spring on, all intact. Now we do have our transmission out. You can see here on the transmission jack, we already have the new slave cylinder installed, which comes with the clutch kit. So we have our transmission ready to go back in. And then over here we have the new clutch disc, and I believe the pressure plate is right there with the alignment tool. So there you have it. Here is the old clutch. So we were right with the clutch is slipping. You can see it's down to the rivets there. The disc is gone. I am actually surprised that it drove as good as it did before when it came in. Now, since that was so worn down, it took out the flywheel. Now, I don't just change flywheels just because, but this one being that it was so worn down, I didn't want to shorten the life of the new clutch disc and not replace this flywheel. For the price of the flywheel, it's cheap enough to justify not resurfacing. Plus, around here, we only have one machine shop that's super backed up that could resurface this, and it's just not, we're not going to wait for that. So anyways, there is the old flywheel, and it's just toast like a worn out brake rotor. It's hard to see, but you can just feel grooves from this clutch disc riding and just shaving the rivets on the flywheel. Same thing with our pressure plate, grooved. You can see the friction caused a lot of heat. That's where you can see that discoloration right there, and everything is shot. There is our old slave. Here are our blown struts. I don't know if I can show you guys here. I push down on this one. Oh, not quite. See the rears. You can see that right there. That's not doing a damn thing with your heavy vehicle riding. You see it's not even coming up. Oh, it is, but really, really, really slow. So those are the OEM rear shocks. Shot. Those aren't doing a damn thing. Those aren't absorbing anything. Honestly, it shouldn't even be that easy to shove those in, but you can see they are just coming back super slow. The fronts do the same thing, I promise. I just am having a hard time. Oh, there we go. Same thing, just shot. Here's our worn out stock springs. He went with the Ford Performance lowering springs, so he'll be happy. Lots of work. So we do have, unfortunately, it's still in here because we waited for parts almost a whole day yesterday. Finally got them, then realized we needed a flywheel. I should have been more prepared on that, but we do have a flywheel coming. Should be here by the end of the day. We are gonna get these Hondas out. I got to pull the Silverado back in. We have a new front bumper to put on that, as well as it has an exhaust leak. So I have a new gasket we're gonna be installing on that, as well as replace the front bumper, which the customer has supplied for us. Also, if you guys are interested, I just got some new slop stickers. I got a bunch of them, and if I need more, I'll get more. My friends at TNT Signs in Ferndale had these printed up. They're about 3 inches. And they're just kind of like a little slap sticker. Say Nitro Autolab. Pretty low key, pretty subtle. You can see I got one slapped on the back window of the coupe, as well as over here on the Del Sol. So if anybody wants one of those, get at me. You can comment in the comment section, but to get me your address, just shoot us an email at nitroautolab@gmail.com. Contact us through our website at nitroautolab.com. Message us on Facebook, Instagram works. Links are all in the description. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please like this video, leave a comment down below. It super helps the channel out. I promise you guys, it helps the channel out. I appreciate all you guys, and yeah, I'll be back in the morning. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Ooh, like LeBron, or like Lonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, You can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.